Hey Leo, welcome to this space. This is going to be your messages from Saturn. Saturn has paid a visit to Aries, the energy of the god of war, aggression, leadership, trailblazing, right? Leo, this is a time where if you are entering your Saturn return, this is going to be huge for you, okay, during these next 3 years, next couple of years. Even if you're not entering your Saturn return right now, whenever Saturn enters a sign or changes signs, it zooms in and zeroes in on the pros and cons of whatever it is that you need to fix, whatever you need to level up in, whatever you need to come to terms with, Leo. And it's all about killing the ego, right? Saturn is not here to really pander to our emotions or, you know, how we feel, right? Saturn is here to show us what we need to do, what we shouldn't be doing, right? It's here to show us ourselves. It's all about you, right? It's all about the individual when Saturn enters a sign. It's all about how the individual is navigating whatever sign Saturn is paying a visit to. So right now it's paying attention to Aries. Okay. So wherever you need to be, I don't know, maybe a leader, the initiator, right? Whatever assertiveness you need to practice within your relationships or within your career, whatever goals and aspirations you are trying to reach when it comes to leadership and ambition. Saturn is here to talk about those things. Okay, guys? So, Leo, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. I am reading for both Western and sidereal astrology, okay? So if you are a Leo in either Western or sidereal astrology, these messages are for you. If you resonate more with being a Leo in Western astrology, that is your sun sign, then more than likely you are a Cancer in sidereal astrology. So you might also want to check out Cancer's reading if you feel inclined to do so. But this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. If you are watching for your Leo Sun sign, that is Western astrology, you are going to resonate more with the more materialistic messages like your love life, your family, your friends, just all of your relationships, your money, your health, and your home, and your career, your job. But if you are listening for the sidereal astrological Leo astrology, then you may actually resonate with your sun or your moon or your rising placements in a more spiritual and emotional perspective with this reading, okay? But it depends. It depends on you. It depends on what you resonate with, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not, Leo. Okay, so let's go ahead and see ancestors of light, messengers of light, protectors and guardians. Please be with us at this time as I speak to the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements for this Saturn in Aries transit. What does Saturn have to speak to Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising about? Sun, Moon, and Rising's about regarding this transition into Aries, Saturn in Aries for my Leos. Meditation, Leo, meditation, very, very interesting to see. So it seems like these next couple of years for you, Leo, is going to really need for you to pause. You guys are fire signs, okay? So you may feel, if something feels right and you feel like there's a green light, that it's time to go. However, stop and pray. Stop and meditate. Stop and just pause. Meditation is not just pressing the pause button. It's not just like something to relax. Meditation is communication with your higher self. It's communication with your creator. It's communication with your ancestors and receiving information. Meditation is just not this, this type of relaxation and this, kind of letting go of your thoughts type of a thing. This is about receiving. And in order for you to receive information from the spirit realm, Leo, you need to listen when you're meditating. What is your soul telling you? What color do you see? What is your creator telling you? What are your ancestors telling you? What are some images that pop up into your head, into your vision, right? As you sit, because meditation, in my opinion, is prayer, and prayer is a giving and receiving of energy between you and the cosmos, between you and your creator, between you and your ancestors. Does that make sense? So, meditation during this Saturn transit into Aries, through Aries, you are on a journey through communication between the divine. So before you make any decisions, communicate with the divine. That's what I'm getting. Bottom of the deck, we have playfulness, which I love that. Playfulness. So some of you guys may be wanting to hang out more with your friends. You may be making some new friends during this time. You and your partner, for you guys who are in romantic partnerships, you guys may be having a really beautiful time with your partner. If you guys are in a relationship for this transit, right? Maybe playing around with, new ideas, right? If you're content creators, you're going to be playing around with new ideas for your content creation. If you guys are artists, you're going to be playing around with new ideas for your creative journey and your creative process, right? If this is your friends, if this is your family members, you're going to be enjoying. If you have kids, this is going to be a beautiful time, because that's what the energy of Saturn is bringing to you, Leo. Don't take things so seriously. Meditate, breathe, surrender, let go, go within yourself. Just because things may not feel good around you, that's not your problem. That's not your concern. If nobody is coming to you saying, hey, Leo, can you help with this? You need to just bring your energy back. You don't have to fix anything, Leo. And even if people are asking you, hey, Leo, we need you, meditate, breathe, and come to clarity of, is this my problem? Is this my concern? Is this something I should be concerned about? Is this my responsibility? Is this teaching me something? Is this helping me grow? Is this helping me thrive? And if not, then maybe you need to leave it alone. It doesn't matter how dire the situation may seem. Saturn is telling you, pull back, Leo. Pull back. And that can be hard for you guys, right? Sometimes your playfulness depends on other people. Sometimes maybe Saturn is showing you, Leo, that your playfulness depends on what other people expect from you, or how things are going in your relationships, or how things are going in your life. Maybe your playfulness is dependent on how it's going at your job, how it's going financially, how it's going romantically, or with your family or with your friendships. You should just, doesn't matter what's going on around you, Leo. Be playful. Someone disrespects you, hey, just laugh at it. It's like, it doesn't bother me. Meditate, pull your energy back, take a deep breath, and just listen. Don't be bothered, Leo. Anybody who has anything nasty to say to you, or, mistreats you, or disrespects you, or neglects you, or ignores you, not your problem. That has something to do with them, not you. And if you have done something out of pocket, Leo, if you've done something to somebody and you didn't realize, or maybe you did realize, maybe you've realized, I need to make sure that I, right this wrong, right the wrong. Right the wrong. Ask for forgiveness, whatever it is that you need to do, Leo. But for the Leos who are resonating with this, move gently. Before you move, pray, meditate, sit with yourself, receive and give and receive, have a dialogue, have a conversation with the divine. And sometimes the divine, I'm not saying like, I don't believe that the divine is external. The divine is internal, that it is us. So it is not like having an exchange between one entity and another outside of you. This is about having conversations with the divine inside of you, which is pretty much having a conversation with you. Getting down to business with, okay, what is the darkness inside of me that's blocking me? Right? How are my emotions blocking me? How is my sense of perspective blocking me on a material level, right? How is my mind blocking me from what my soul is calling me towards? This is going to be a very powerful tool for you, Leo. Very powerful tool. Some of you guys, I do see that you might be having children this year. You might be getting pregnant this year. Yeah. Some of you guys may be going someplace where the water is very blue, or you live somewhere where the water is beautiful. It's either it's really blue or it's like you can just see straight to the bottom wherever you live. Not to the bottom of the ocean, but like however shallow or deep the water is where you live, the water is very clear, okay, or very blue. Some of you guys, you need to go watch the sunset or the sunrise. Some of you guys may need to connect and communicate with the earth around you, earth spirits even, if you believe in that kind of thing. But yeah, just being lighthearted, Leo. You don't have to take things so seriously. Let's go ahead and pull one more oracle message before we jump into the tarot. And then towards the end of your reading, we will pull another oracle message for your overall advice and encouragement. I'll make sure I'm recording. For Leo, sun, moon, and rising placements, sun, moon, and rising signs for this Saturn in Aries transit for them. What are some messages, ancestors, that they need to know from Saturn in Aries? Let's see what my ancestors are saying here. Yeah, there's just this energy, Leo, that I'm getting. You guys are taking something way too seriously, or you just take things in general way too seriously. And for those of you who are just like, I don't really take anything seriously, that doesn't sound like me, trust me. Trust me, when Saturn is present, Saturn has a way of showing us that we haven't really mastered what we thought we mastered. The things that we have mastered, Saturn's not going to talk to us about that, right? Saturn's not going to talk to us about that. Saturn is going to talk to us about the things that we still have to work on, right? So whatever it is, if it's attached to meditation, it's attached to connecting with self, it's attached to critical thinking, it's attached to awareness and awakening, it's attached to lightheartedness, surrender, playfulness, right? Laughter. That's what Saturn wants you to level up. It wants you to level up within those realms here. Okay. And again, for those of you who just feel like, I feel like I'm pretty good at not taking things, too seriously. And you again, this is not about you fixing that. It's about you leveling up even further. So if you think that you kind of hit like a ceiling with that, there's another level. There's more power for you there, right? That your superpower is just going to get even more super, if that makes sense. Interesting. Okay, so this card, you have rose quartz. That's gorgeous. I love that. That's self-love. Usually that's what people, this is like very Venus-like energy. And it says love life, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So Leo, during this Saturn in Aries, how you love and who you love is changing, it's transforming, or it's being renewed. So if you have a partner right now, Leo, and this is your person, they make you extremely happy. Like you don't see yourself with anybody else. They are your soul. They're part of your soul tribe. They know you by spirit, you know, like they know you in spirit, not just in physical form and, you know, sexual form. Like if this is a romantic partner, new or existing, even if it's a past relationship that just went, it just kind of fell apart. If you know that that is your person and they know that you are their person, you guys are going to be renewed. It's, you know, it's going to be beautiful. Or you guys, if you guys are in an existing relationship, you're going to level up. Now, for those of you who are looking for someone to come back to you, I am not here to tell you that they're going to get back to you, because that's up to them. That's up to them. You have to leave them behind. Whoever is meant for you, they will be brought back to you. They will always, their hearts and their souls will always stir for you, and they will always have the urge to come back to you renewed, right? These are not relationships that are coming back to you still the same, still stagnant. These are not the types of relationships I'm talking about. I'm talking about, these are relationships where people, you and the other person, are renewed and you are ready to move forward with a higher understanding of each other, a higher understanding of yourselves as individuals. And you bring those energies together to create a beautiful union, a sacred union with that person through marriage, if that's something that you guys are open to, right? How you love and who you love. Again, it could be romance. The card does say romance, but I'm also speaking to those of you who maybe you're single and you're not thinking about romance. This can be friendships or family relationships. This is going to be absolutely beautiful for you during this Saturn return, or Saturn. Some of you guys, it's your Saturn return, but during this Saturn in Aries transit. Now, it does say new or renewed romantic love is here for you. It's not saying that it's going to happen. It's saying it's here for you. So Leo, you have a choice. You can either choose this love or not. If it's romantic, you can choose it or not. This is someone who is being presented to you. They're presenting themselves to you, and they really want to be with you. And it's like love, but you have the choice to choose it or not, Leo. And that's where the meditation comes in. That's where the communicating with the divine comes in. All I'm getting, Leo, for you is like, follow your spirit first before anything else. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't follow your mind. Not even like your heart yet. Follow your spirit. I say follow your spirit. If your heart is in alignment with your spirit, follow that. And then your mind should be, you know, if your mind is not aligned with those two, don't listen to your brain. Listen to your soul first. If my heart is in alignment with what my spirit is telling me, we're good to go. If my heart is not aligned with what my spirit is telling me, well, we're still good to go, because the spirit is telling me to move this way, right? No matter how hard it is, no matter how much it hurts. But sometimes it's our brain. It's our brains, Leo, that get us into trouble. It's our ego, right? Bottom of the deck, we have Malachite, prosperity. There is a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So some of you guys are getting a new set of divine beings, a new set of spiritual or guardians or protectors here. You guys are getting, you know, or maybe if it's not a new set or a new tribe of divine guardians or divine support, you are finally really, because of this meditation, you are finally connecting the cord. You're finally plugged in to your spiritual team, to your ancestors, to your creator. So this Saturn return, you are going to start seeing some changes or getting some messages, dreams, right? Spiritual downloads. Some of you guys, if this is a person that you meet, you're going to really feel like, okay, this person, this is a good thing. You're just going to start feeling that. Like, some of you guys may feel weird. You may not believe in, like, you know, synchronicity or whatever, but it's like, this is not really, not necessarily like synchronicity. I don't want to use the synchronicity card. It's more like you're going to feel in your spirit something is connecting, something is communicating with you about somebody. And you're just going to feel that nudge or that urge to connect with that person. And you may not be the type of person who's into that kind of thing. You may think, you know, you may be very logical, Leo, or what have you, but follow that feeling, follow that soul, that tug at your spirit. Especially if it's romantic. If it's romantic, like the card says, then you definitely got a new person who's wanting to be with you, or you want to be with them. Or if it's an existing partner where you both are actually really wanting to work hard to renew a relationship or to keep a relationship together. Some of you guys are getting married this year, or you guys are going to get married in the next couple of years. Some of you guys are going to get proposed to in the next couple of years. And some of you guys are going to meet your life partner, a new person who's going to become your life partner in the next couple of years during this Saturn and Aries transit. This is huge, Leo. This is beautiful. Some of you guys, you probably didn't even think that this was going to happen, but here we are. But we do have prosperity here. So whatever you thought was never going to happen, or whatever you thought was just, you know, a pipe dream, or you just thought, you know, this is not really for me. I don't think this is for me anymore, because if it was, it would have happened by now. Don't give up. Don't give up on that dream. Okay. If there is an existing person that you really want, you have an ex or someone, or an ex-friend, somebody, a former friend, or someone that you really want to talk to, but they're not really showing you that they want to talk to you at all. That's not your, those are not your people, Leo. Those are not your people. You're focusing on the wrong people. The people who do want you, the people that really want to take care of you. And there's a very beautiful person for some of you where your eyes are just not on that person. You're like, I don't want that person. You might be blocking a blessing there. You need to change your perspective, Leo, because you may have your eye on somebody who is not good for you at all, and it's just not going to work out. And Saturn's not going to let it work out, because it's just not something that is in alignment with your higher purpose. All right, let's pull some tarot, you guys. Let's pull some tarot, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. For Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for this Saturn in Aries transit. Ooh. It's a card that flew out. Hold on. I'm going to put these right here. You have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, something is really heavy on your heart. Okay, something's really heavy on your heart, Leo. Something that was really heavy on your heart, and you or someone else you had to make the decision to protect your energy. You had to make the decision to be very clear about something, you or someone else. And I have a feeling this is you, Leo, because with the Ten of Wands, this is something that is really burning. It's like really heavy on your heart. Because I see, like, I do see the wands in the tarot as the heart energy. That's the heart chakra, in my opinion, as well as the solar plexus. The cups are usually just, you know, they are emotions, but I see it more as like a spiritual energy. The cups, I look at the wands as the heart, just me personally. But you guys may definitely like have like a burning question, or like some type of like something you want to get off your chest, and is really burning your heart, is really like you really want to say something. But that's where the meditation comes in, because I feel like the Queen of Swords, when she speaks, she's clear, she's calm, she's cool, she's collected. It's not really like it's burning, you know, it's not like a burning desire to say something. It's just like, you know, she says what she has to say. She says what needs to be said. Not necessarily what she wants to say. She says what needs to be said. So Leo, some of you guys have a burning question or a burning desire or something here that you really need to be very blunt about with somebody. You might end up just deciding to just tell somebody like, I can't do this anymore. This is too heavy for me. Some of you guys, maybe this is not you speaking. This is just you following. Maybe you're not saying anything to someone directly, but maybe you just say it out loud to a friend or a family member where you're talking about someone that you want to break up with, or someone that hurt you. You might end up confiding in a friend or a family member and saying like, I really, or maybe it's your romantic partner. Maybe some of you guys are confiding in your romantic partner about something. You're confiding in somebody about a job, a career choice, going to school, having kids, you know, moving, breaking up with someone. I don't know, but there's something here, Leo, when it comes to communication, like sit with yourself first. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, so that's the past. The World and Temperance. Who else? Cancer got the was it Cancer that got Temperance? No, I think it was Gemini. I think it was Gemini. But Leo, some of you guys are dealing with someone with Gemini in their chart, or you have Gemini in your chart. We also have the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of sword energy here. So we have the Five of Swords. This is speaking to you guys about... Saturn is speaking to you guys about your communication and how you are delivering information. Some of you guys may be a bit aggressive in how you communicate things that you want or things that you don't want from someone. Some of you, it's interesting that the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords came out on their own. I didn't choose them. They came out on their own. My ancestors, they choose all my cards, but they really wanted these to be seen. I really just get the sense, Leo, that some of you guys, you allow things to catch fire before you say something. You allow things to get heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and to pile up, and then you say something. And it may end up coming out as the Five of Swords, like you end up pulling out your dagger and hurting someone unnecessarily. Instead of being like the Queen of Swords, where she doesn't let things build up. If she sees something, if the Queen of Swords energy, whether you're male or female, if you see something that you have a problem with, don't let it pile up. If there's a situation where you know it's a train wreck, it is a dumpster fire, right? Don't sit there and just put up with it. If this is a job or a career, anything to do with money, Leo, don't sit there and watch everything like pretty much catch fire. If you know something is a dumpster fire, leave. Okay? Just leave. And if there's any parting words that you need to say to somebody, just be like, listen, this is not going to work. I'm not happy with this. This is all bad, right? This is all trash. Like, I have to go. You know what I mean? I need to move on, right? But if there is a situation or a relationship that you want to be renewed, because we do have the Temperance card here. So for those of you who want to reconcile with a friend, a family member, or if you want to, you know, find your life balance, some of you guys are going to go back to being more creative. You know, maybe you have a creative hobby, okay? Maybe you're very crafty, DIY, I don't know. You're going to be going back to that, and that's going to really, you know, feed your heart. It's going to feed your a lot of desires and, you know, give you some new ideas moving forward with your career or with, you know, a new business or what have you, or some type of online shop for some of you. But I'm just getting like when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to how you express your love, some of you, Leo, you have no problem expressing your love, but you may do it through, depending on what else is in your chart, you may just do it through your actions, not your words. Some of you, Leo, you express your words when you're angry. Okay? Some of you guys, that's the only time you express how you feel is when you're upset. Okay, we have the World card. So this, again, like I said, this is a conversation between you in your physical form and your spirit. Look at the world around you. Feel the energies of the world around you. What is going on in society, Leo? What are you, what are your peers doing? Like when it comes to relationships and, you know, communication, or are you following the crowd? Or are you doing things because people are watching? Or are you going within yourself and you're just like, what is my spirit telling me? Even if it is disagreeable to everyone else and their opinion and what they feel and believe in it to be true. Your words, Leo, you are ruled by the heart. Your words should not hurt. Not you or other people. They should just, and I'm not, when I say hurt, you know what I mean, Leo. You know, there are those of you who have a sharp tongue. Some of you guys know exactly how to make someone feel small. But there are those of you, you don't go there. Others of you, you do. And then you end up causing damage that may be irreversible, right? So with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, there is reconciliation here with the Temperance card. But we have the Knight of Swords, and this, like, the Knights are assistance, they are help, they are here to rescue, right? And then we have the Ace of Swords. So it's like, and then we have the Lovers underneath that. That's Gemini, more air energy, right? So there is a new way to communicate how you feel. There's a new way that Saturn is going to teach you how to communicate with people. You may feel very strong in your beliefs, Leo. But what does your spirit tell you? If your spirit is telling you, hey, Leo, you need to switch this up. This is not working. This belief is not, working in your favor. It's okay to just switch it up, Leo. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay. Let go of your ego. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? Let go of your ego, Leo. Some of you guys are being shown how much you really love someone. Some of you guys may have really put it off, right? You may have really just kind of, you're just like, maybe you had I just really feel like some of you guys had a fallout with somebody, and some of you guys are very playful, Leo. Like I feel like a lot of you listening to this, you're very playful, you're funny, right? You get along with a lot of people, right? And maybe there are some relationships where you're just like, man, that didn't really work out. Like, and you may have your reasons why. Maybe you already know. You're just like, well, that person was, weird, or this person was aggressive, or this person was disrespectful, or whatever beliefs you have about someone that a relationship fell apart with. The Saturn is just asking that you really sit with yourself. So if you kind of initiated a breakup, or you initiated something like maybe you initiated distance with someone for your own reasons, that's totally fine. But just remember, in the process during this time, really sit with yourself. And even if there are those of you, Leo, if you can maybe some of you guys just need to give someone clarity. Maybe you need to just give someone clarity and just say, hey, I know that, I just kind of like let you go, or I didn't talk to you. Maybe you guys are being led to give someone closure and just be like, hey, this is why I left, or this is why I didn't talk to you, or this is why this and that, right? Sorry, guys, my stomach's making noises. But maybe you guys are actually like needing to give closure. Follow your spirit. That's all I got to say. Follow your spirit. What does your spirit say? Not your mind, your spirit, Leo. What is your heart and your spirit telling you? Let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Swords. Let's pull 3 cards to clarify the Five of Swords. So this is like bullying energy usually when I see the Five of Swords, but I also feel like this is someone who has a sharp tongue and who can say things that are really mean, when they're angry, you know, when they're in a disagreement, they can say things, or they can cut somebody off, you know, kind of toss out the baby with the bath water, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah, so there's some type of an awakening. You have the Hanged Man, the moon. So yeah, some of you guys have maybe you have an air sign in your moon, or you have water in your moon. But there is an energy of just like feeling stuck when it comes to communication, right? Some of you guys just feel like there is no way you can communicate with somebody. There's no way that you can resolve an issue with someone. Like you're never going to see eye to eye with this person. Like that's just how you feel for some of you. Yeah, there's just like this energy of you're not really seeing the ego that's at work here, that needs to be faced, and it needs to be tossed out. It needs to be discarded for good. I do sense that someone is doing the inner work, though, or there's some inner work being done on someone, trying to get them unstuck. You're not stuck here, Leo, whatever this is when it comes to communication. You may feel like, there's nothing for me to say to this person. I don't, but there's some type of feelings here that you're not really voicing. Like you've just kind of been carrying this with you for a while, about a relationship of some kind, or about a friend or a family member or a romantic partner. I don't know, but it's like you kind of feel stuck in your thoughts, and you feel stuck. You feel like if you say something is going to do more harm than good mentally for you, you feel like you're just going to be disappointed by this person or by this situation. But I get the sense it's not going to be as bad as it's not going to be as bad as you think. With the Ace of Cups here, it's not going to be as bad as you think. So there's a lot of love here within this connection. However, if this is somebody else who is a bit of a bully, and they have a sharp tongue, and they can be really mean when they're angry, if you walk away from this scenario, you will end up walking away from it having a deeper understanding of what's really going on. So even if you don't reconcile with this person, if you choose not to, Leo, you're going to walk away from this scenario or this person having clearer knowledge or a deeper understanding of who the person is, or why they communicate the way they do. But I do get the sense that there's a lot of love here. Seriously. And maybe you and this other person, like you guys are enjoying your lives separated from each other. I don't see that your lives are really all that necessarily have been that bad. Let's go ahead and clarify the World card for you, Leo. Others of you, you just kind of feel like there's been a group of people, or maybe just someone who just doesn't understand you, and they feel like they can just talk to you in your kind of way, or they can just mistreat you with their words. Or maybe there's just someone that you know who doesn't really understand how to speak with love and empathy, right? And this can be you too, but whoever this pertains to, is definitely taking a turn. This person is really being forced to see themselves, or you're being forced to see yourself in this situation. Yeah, you or someone else is like feeling really bad, or you did. Or whenever you think about this person, you just kind of feel like, oh, I miss them. Like, I wonder what they're doing. Or you just kind of feel like, some of you guys just feel really sad. Some of you guys, your health, you really need to focus on your health here in your relationships. Be careful with money during this Saturn in Aries transit. You have the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, when it comes to your job, when it comes to work, Leo, you have a lot of heart. You have so much to give. You guys love helping people, you know, with your money. Some of you guys may be a bit of a philanthropist. Others of you love helping your family with money. You have no problem. You want to make sure that your family are taken care of. Some of you guys, your friends, you're just always there. But sometimes as you are giving to other people, you kind of neglect yourself. Okay, so be careful with that, please. Please be careful with that. Make sure that you are saving money. Make sure that you're saving your money for yourself, because some of you guys do have, maybe you're in school, or you have a project that you need to put money into, or you have a business that you're running. But others of you, I'm seeing this in a general sense, if this is not a job or money, this is you feel sad, like you feel kind of like alone without this person, or you feel like something's missing in your life because this person's not here, wherever they are, or they're feeling sad about you. But you and this other person, you're going through a lot of emotional transformation, okay, when it comes to your relationships. But at the same time, you're still kind of like, I'm still sticking to my guns about what I believe about this relationship and how it ended, or how this relationship is going, or about this person. And I'm getting the sense that with the World card, this is also just about life in general. So you could have in the past, this is like past, present, future, you guys could have met this person in school or at work or in some type of job or school setting. And at that time, you guys may have been going through a lot financially before you met this person. Okay, but when you guys met, you guys may have been pinching coins, literally, like in your wallet, or maybe you just didn't have a lot of money, but you guys still held a lot of love in your heart for each other, or for your creativity, for your future, or for another person. Yeah. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. Let's go ahead and clarify the last card, which is the Temperance card, and then we're going to pull an oracle message for you guys for this Saturn and Aries transit for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Let's see here. The Temperance card, ancestors. Temperance. Ooh. Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Yeah. The World card at the bottom of this deck. So Leo, all I'm seeing here is that past, present, and future, this is all coming full circle. Like if you met this person in school and you guys had a falling out for whatever reason, as you guys go through your own transformation, you heal yourselves emotionally, okay? You fill your cup up in your life. You guys might end up making a lot of money by the time you hit your old age, okay? Some of you guys with the 2 of Swords here, though, you guys are just going to make a peaceful decision. You're just going to be like, you know what? You're just going to make a decision. It's more like a head over heart decision, but I feel like this is an energy of either I'm going to choose this person, my friend, to continue a relationship with somebody that I care about. You're going to choose somebody that's presented themselves to you, maybe an ex of some kind, or you're going to choose to let that relationship go with those people or that person, to focus more on your career, on your spiritual growth, what have you. But at the end of the day, Leo, you need to make sure that you are in alignment with your soul's path, with your soul's purpose. And if there is a relationship that is also in alignment with that, and this person is showing you like, hey, I really care about you, Leo. Sorry, guys, my stomach is making all kind of noise. But if there is someone here who is showing you, hey, I care about you, I do have my problems, but like I'm here for you, I don't think that that person is necessarily unhealthy. You just have to let them deal with their own problems, right? So I just get the sense that there are those of you, there is a lot of time and space that has gone on between you, right? And you can either choose like, hey, I really want to, you know, reawaken this relationship with this person, or not, and just move on with your life. Because either way, Leo, I just feel like your life is going to be fine either way. But Saturn is asking you, be clear. Be clear about your relationships. Be clear about what you want. Are you going to choose this career or that career? Are you going to choose to move here or move there? Are you going to choose to be with this person or that person? Are you choosing this friendship, or, you know, or are you letting that friendship go and going after the other friendship instead? Right? Like, you have to decide, Leo. And how do you make that choice? By communicating with your spirit and seeing where it pushes you and where it's guiding you. Okay? So this is not necessarily a situation where you're taking the initiative necessarily. It's just whatever, however things unfold and whoever is presented to you. And you have a choice. You have a choice in the matter. But I do get the sense that this person that you do reconcile with is going to be beautiful. It's going to be a very beautiful time. But then again, Leo, everything comes down to a choice, right? Everything comes down to a choice. Let's go ahead and pull one more oracle message for you guys for the rest of this time of Saturn being in Aries for the next couple of years, for your overall advice. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements for this Saturn in Aries transit. What is the last bit of advice and guidance for this reading for Leo's Sun, Moon, and Rising placements? But then again, I'm not here to tell anybody to stay with somebody, to be with somebody, or to break up with them or whatever. It's completely up to you guys. Cleaning house. There you go. It's time to clean house, Leo. It's time. Saturn is telling you whatever is clutter in your life, whatever you see as clutter in your life, if it's not growing you, if it's not thriving, if the people in your life that you are holding on to are not growing and thriving with you, it's time to clean house. If there's someone that you fell out of, you know, a relationship with or what have you, if they come back to you and they're still the same and they're not growing, maybe that your soul is going to push you to be like, okay, this person has not changed. They're still in the same predicament. I think I'm just going to move on, right? I'm just going to like not answer their messages or their phone calls or their DMs or whatever, right? But if it's someone who's also cleaning house and they, you know, you feel drawn to them, right? Like if it's somebody you feel drawn to for whatever reason, but they haven't really cleaned house, you might want to distance yourself. But if it's someone that you feel drawn to, Leo, and you see, oh, they're actually cleaning house too. Like they're actually growing, like they're actually thriving. It wouldn't be such a bad idea to just be like, hey, I missed you. Hey, what's going on with you? Hey, blah, 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 right? So there's Sagittarius, there's Capricorn, and there's Gemini and Aquarius here. So those are the messages for you guys, Leo. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Leo.